Hello, I'm Kristen Lee. So I watched all these movies in January, but I'm pretty sure they're all streaming still. Um, and I just wanted to share my opinion with the interwebs. The first movie I watched was Nyad. It has Jodie Foster and Annette Bening. They are both, I believe, nominated for Oscars this year. I hope Jodie Foster wins. I don't think she's going to, but I hope she does. I thought she was fantastic. She played Bonnie. And she is the trainer and basically caretaker for, I think it's Diana Nyad is her name. And she is this Olympic amazing person. Personality wise, she's not my type of person, but her drive was amazing. And the whole story is about her determination to swim from Cuba to Key West, Florida. And she tried when she was, I think, in her 20s. And it was this big ordeal, and she had to, like, at one point she swam in a shark tank kind of thing. Anyway, she decides when she's, I want to say just before she's 60, she's going to do it again. And she starts training, and she gets her friend Bonnie to help her, train for this thing. It's a huge process, and she had to get funding and sponsors, and I admire people that have that drive. I don't really have that. Like, I've never looked at a mountain or a body of water or, something that I'm not interested in, or something that I'm really interested in, and go all the, you know what I mean? Like, go that extreme, because she was already an Olympian. Like, she's already won medals and all these things, and she's like, you know what? I'm gonna swim this crazy body of water. And it took her like 5 tries. Annette Bening's body, oh my god. Like, I finished watching that, and I'd put off my workout, and watching that movie made me work out, because I was like, Annette Bening is doing these crunches with her legs in the air, and she's doing all these laps and stuff. Oh my gosh. So that was really good. So if you are going to watch movies that are nominated for the Oscars and you're looking for the ones that are streaming, that's on Netflix. Like I said, I really liked it. Another one on Netflix was Lift. It's the airplane version of the Italian Job. It has Kevin Hart in it. I loved it. It was a great ride, no pun intended, from start to finish. It had comedy, it had action, it had a new idea. It took like tech, and it took a heist movie and blended it together. It was a fun movie, so I suggest that. What else did I watch? Queen Pins was also on Netflix. It's a comedy, and I don't know if it's based on a true story. I watched it with my friends Deb C and Emily from Emily's Life on Wheels. One weekend we just watched it together, and it was about coupon scammers. And one of the ladies has a YouTube channel, and I didn't know Vince Vaughn was in it, so when I saw him, I thought it was fantastic. But basically, this woman finds out that if you complain to a company, well, most companies will send you a free product to replace the product that you're complaining about. So if you say, I opened up a can of corn, and it had something in it or whatever, and you write to the company like Great Value or whatever, they'll refund you, or you can bring it back to the store. But so this lady's like, you know what? I bet you I could get a bunch of these and then sell them and make money. And they made so much money. Like I said, I don't know if it was a true story. I think it was, but it has Kristen Bell in it. Oh God, I don't remember the other lady's name. Like I said, once I saw Vince Vaughn, I'm like, okay, I'm in, because I love him. But yeah, we were texting throughout the whole movie, different things, because I think they went to Mexico to find the coupon distributor, and they got somebody on the inside to swipe the free stuff, and then it was really good. So that's on Netflix. I watched Sympathy for the Devil with Nicolas Cage. I don't remember the other guy. And it's been sitting with me. I didn't like it when I watched it. It's on Amazon. I don't know if I just said that. But this guy is on his way to the hospital. He gets into the parking lot and his wife is giving birth. And he's getting all the stuff together to go and be with his wife. And then Nicolas Cage gets in the back seat and holds him at gunpoint the entire movie, and just says, you need to drive. And then as the story progresses, you learn that Nicolas Cage thinks that this guy is this mafioso knock-around guy, hitman person, and he's trying to deliver him to the mafia boss. And the guy's like, it's not me, da-da-da. And Nicolas Cage is Nicolas Cage through the entire movie. And he's one of those people, like, I will watch the movie because he's in it. Because I always like his performance. I don't always like the movie. I like his performance. Because he just plays crazy very well. But, I don't know. I've sat with it, I've liked it better. But the whole movie is just the two of them. The guy being scared the entire time driving around, and Nicolas Cage being in the back seat. So, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what movie it was like. I thought of it the other day. I don't know. But I don't want to give spoilers in case it's something that you're like, oh, I like Nicolas Cage and I'll watch it just to watch it. So you can watch that. And then I gotta check. I thought there was 2 more movies. I watched Good Grief with oh my goodness, it's on Netflix. Hold on. Okay, it was Dan Levy. It's sad but funny, and it was also set in Christmas, like around Christmas time, so if you're not in the mood to watch wintry type movies. But it's about this guy that his husband leaves on Christmas, and he's an author, and he gets into a car accident within the first 10 minutes of the movie. Right down the street, he gets into a cab, and they get to the light, and he dies. So it's about Dan Levy mourning the death of his husband, but then he starts finding out things about his husband that he did not know. And it's sad because, you always want to have that happy relationship, and he thought that they had this open, honest relationship, and it wasn't. So then his sadness and his grief becomes bitterment, and he drags these 2 friends that have been by his side through the whole thing with him while he's going through it. And it kind of comes at the end where the 3 of them just dish it out, different things that they've been feeling and whatnot. There's like different parts of the story that gets intertwined with one another. I like the fact that it was in different countries. It wasn't here. It was done in the UK, and Paris, I believe, was the other place that they went to. And it had the lady from Preacher, Ruth something. I'll put a picture. I love her. I absolutely love her and almost everything. So she's really, I felt for her throughout the whole movie. She's engaged when Dan Levy's husband passes away, and then while he's sorting through his stuff, she separates from her fiance and she kind of spirals, and you get to watch part of her healing too. So it was cool. I mean, not cool as in happy cool, but cool like how to look at grief a different way, and how there really isn't a healthy way to grieve, and everybody grieves their own way. So I don't know. I enjoyed the movie as much as it was sad. There were happy moments, there were, sad moments, and then there was a lot of, just self-reflection, I guess, when I was watching the movie. And then the other movie I remembered was The Holdovers. And that's another movie that is Oscar nominated, and it's won a few awards for award season. I don't remember which ones because I'm not following it as much as some of my other friends. But that has, oh my goodness, Divine and one more time. Just let me Google. All right, it was Paul Giamatti. I thought I had the right name, but I wasn't sure. And that's also it's around Christmas time. It's a all boys charter school, and it's set in the 70s, I believe. Was it the 70s? It was around the Vietnam War. And Paul Giamatti's character is a teacher there, and he gets stuck with whoever's left during the holidays at the school to take care of them and be the adult in charge. And I think I watched it in like late December, and it's the beginning of February, so sorry. But I want to say there was 4 or 5 young men that he's responsible for, and they're all kind of rich, or they're on a scholarship, or they all have their own stories, but they're these little rich boys that they didn't go home for the holidays, so they're stuck there, and the shenanigans that they get into. And then one of the young men, their father caves and shows up in a helicopter, and anybody that got the okay to go with him to his house and go skiing and things like that got to go, and everybody got to go except one kid. And it's about this one kid and Paul Giamatti's character trying to sort things out, and Paul Giamatti wants to help this teenager, but he really is lacking certain skills, and that's where Divine comes in, and she is she's the head cook for the school, and she has to stay behind because somebody has to cook meals for the students and Paul Giamatti's character. And she had a son that had to go to war because he was enlisted, and she is going through grief. There were a lot of sad movies this Christmas, now that I think about it. But anyway, it was a very beautiful story. It's not my typical movie. I don't know how it's going to do for Oscars. I probably did a horrible job explaining all of these movies, but it's what I can remember from what I watched, and I don't really take notes or anything. I just, if it sticks with me and I want to talk about it, I bring it up. If not, But anyway, if you want to watch 2 Oscar movies, The Holdovers is on Peacock and Nyad is on Netflix, so if you're looking for that. And then the other ones, I really highly recommend Lift. Queen Pens was fun if you like quirky comedy kind of things. And what was the other one? I really liked Good Grief, if you can handle sad things. So those are my thoughts on the movies. Leave some comments on how I can make it better. I know that I kind of just rambled on. I hope you're having a great day and a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.